Let him sing. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Vishnu Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Paschatya Deshadarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for joining us on this question and answer on Thursday here. If anyone has got any question to begin with? Come here, why are you sitting back there? Any questions?
Prabhu, there was a question from one of the Matajis who joined in the Telugu reading session. Her question is like this: why we get anger though we are practicing Krishna consciousness since long time?
So why do we get anger if we are practicing Krishna consciousness? Krishna also has anger. He's God.
Anger is towards the material things like for family. If she's getting angry on the family members, she's chanting, she's reading Bhagavad Gita. On rules and regulations is following, and he's also preaching to the devotee.
If Krishna there's a saying that if you use your anger against the non-devotees, that's okay. So you cannot curb completely anger. That's not possible. So you apply that in Krishna's service.
Getting angry for material things. Although she was devotee, but getting angry for material.
You know, getting angry in Krishna's service, that's not wrong. You understand? Suppose you are doing something and if someone messed you up, you get angry for sure. Correct? So that is part and parcel of the whole system of your body. You understand? So you cannot avoid it, but you apply it in Krishna's service, that's all. Yeah, Prabhupada also gets angry. Someone do something nonsense, then naturally you create anger in the person. Nobody can be without that. You understand? So the real thing is to minimize it and apply your consciousness more. Yes, you cannot say you completely devoid of anger. That's not possible. Even Krishna also, when they provoke him, he also gets very angry, especially with the non-devotees. And if someone is training someone up, he also will get angry when someone is doing some mistakes. Yes? So the whole idea is to become Krishna conscious. Because anger employed for your own sense gratification and employed for Krishna service are two different things. You understand? Devotee is bound to get angry. Cannot say totally free from it. It's not possible.
But others, when they see, they will complain that "Oh, she's practicing for long. Why she's still showing up the anger?" And the family members they also devotees. She's showing anger. On it. Okay, we like this towards Krishna conscious. She's pushing it. If it is something for material, how to say. Her question is why she is not overcoming that anger. Why she is still sticking to that.
It is not possible. Suppose, let's say Prabhupada, he is a pure devotee.
Prabhu, Haribo.
He is a pure devotee, but he also gets very angry, right? So how you explain that? Doesn't mean because you are a devotee you cannot get angry. That doesn't make sense.
Then towards Krishna conscious to play.
Yeah, it's just that it is part and parcel of the consciousness. Because we don't use it, for our own, sense gratification. We try to use it in our service to Krishna. That's the main thing. It's not like the karmis, they get very angry, they keep the grudge in the heart and they're always burning with them. That's devotees don't do that. They get angry and then yeah, they also become friends. Correct? So that's how it is employed. There's a verse actually, it says Kama Krishna Arpanam, like that. You know where to get that? It's in the CC. Kama Krishna Arpanam. And anger is against the devotee, I mean those who are non-devotees. Greed is used to get Krishna consciousness, greedy for Krishna. So like that, Kama Krishna Arpanam. You do the search, you may get. Hmm? You got it?
Madhya Lila 22.16.
Madhya
22.16.
You got it? Krishna Arpanam. You got it? Madhya.
Sona.
Kamadinam, no, not this verse. Kama Krishna Arpane. I think it's Anyway, it's there in the, I think in the RD4 maybe. Can bring the sloka book.
I think we'll disconnect.
Kama Krishna Arpane.
రామకృష్ణ పరమాత్మనే క్రోధ భక్త ద్వేషిష్యని లోభ సాధు సందేహ
Yeah, we got it. It's Prema Chandra Bhakti Chandrika. You just type this and see if you can get the number of the verse. So,
Ramakrishna.
you can see here,
Kama.
so in this verse it
Dharma.
says,
Oh. Where you found that, Mataji?
I mean, look, hello, bring it, bring it. This is actually from Narottam Das Thakur has
One line is there in the one line is there, two places. 331:29 purport. 331:29.
try to take up.
Try the 331:29 purport.
31:29, huh?
29. Go to purport. There in the second paragraph it is there.
No, but it's the verse, you know. It's in the
31:29, right? He's not there, what? Yeah.
report.
Second. Yeah. Yeah.
No, there's only one line. Only one line there. Ramakrishna Kama. Dharma.
Okay, anyway, I'll just read here. I will engage my lust by offering the fruits of my work to Lord Krishna. Okay? And I will engage my greed by becoming greedy to hear the glories of the Lord in the association of saintly devotees. But not attending my worshipful Lord Krishna, I will engage the quality of bewilderment. I will engage madness by becoming mad and glorify the transcendental glories of the Lord. In this way, I will spiritualize these material qualities for the service of the Lord. But here, you see a Kroda Bhakta Divise Jane. Kroda means to engage the anger against non-devotees. You understand? So this is the idea how I engage all these things in Krishna's service. See? So it is not that a person he has to kind of use this in Krishna's service because if a person does not employ that in Krishna's service, can you make this longer? Boy. Otherwise, these qualities it will entangle us in our material, sense gratification. So unless we employ them in Krishna's service, it will become detrimental. So a devotee getting angry and a non-devotee getting angry are two different things. Because this is how the karmis always complain. Oh, you are chanting Hare Krishna, why are you getting angry? They're always finding fault. You understand? But he doesn't understand that the devotee is using that in Krishna's service, other than he's trying to use it for his own sense gratification, are two different things. So sometimes you have to use anger to teach someone also. Just like the spiritual master, he gets angry with the disciple because he's making some mistakes. So that anger has to be there. Yes? We cannot say totally out of lust, anger. Our lust is employed for being lusty for Krishna, like the gopis. There's another verse that lust is used, that four kinds of thing you can go to Krishna. Can see here. 231. Bhagavatam 7:130.
30, right?
7:130 and then 31. So you see here, many persons have attained liberation simply by thinking of Krishna with great attention and giving up sinful activities. This great attention may be due to lusty desires, inimical feelings, fear, affection, or devotion. I shall now explain how one receives Krishna's mercy simply by concentrating one's mind upon him. Next verse. My dear king, Yudhishthira, the gopis by their lusty desires, Kamsa by fear, Sisupala and other kings by envy, the Yadus by their familial relation with Krishna. You Pandavas by your great affection for Krishna, and we, the general devotees, by our devotional service, have obtained the mercy of Krishna. So this is how they employ everything in Krishna's service. See? That's how you perfect your life. Because not that you unnecessarily get angry. That's not the case. Yes? It doesn't mean that because he's chanting for a long time, he shouldn't get angry. That doesn't make sense. Yes, not a very valid statement. Right? Huh? You don't get angry. I get angry all the time. If you do some nonsense, I definitely get upset. Correct? You also get upset with your kids, right? Because natural, it is employed in your service to Krishna. It's not that you, because you got angry chanting, you shouldn't get make any sense. This is how they do to find fault, you know. You understand? Yeah? You follow? In fact, there's a story about one snake, you know, it became a devotee. Narada preached to the snake and he became a devotee. And then they were coming and disturbing the snake and pulling him and throwing, and he got all hurt because he was not getting angry. Then he went to his guru Narada and said, you taught me this thing, then now you see. Then he said, why don't you pretend you get angry? So I can do that. So when they come to attack, he stand up like this and they all run away. So you understand? He used the anger in, I think that's in 412 somewhere. You see, you type snake, you'll come to that story. So try to understand that everything can be employed in Krishna's service. That's what we should do. This is the idea. Oh, I didn't have prasadam. Get very angry. Naturally, you will get angry. Prasadam.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
You say in the name of Krishna's service, right? In the name of Krishna's service, can we do, how to say, even if we do something wrong, but if we offer that result to Krishna, is it right? For example,
You must be guided by your guru. You can't speculate on this. You know.
what if
And go and
I,
steal something for Krishna. Cannot. Not actually. Can't do this kind of thing. So
okay,
there is fair amount of things that is according to sadhu, shastra and guru.
but then it's offered to Krishna.
No doubt is offering to Krishna, but how you endeavor to get it, that's also is question mark, no?
So it's wrong for me to say rob from a bank
Of course it is wrong.
or
You'll
gamble,
be,
and
because you get the consequence. Yes,
even if you offer the result to Krishna, it is not.
you have to get sanction from guru, what you do. You understand?
Hmm.
Cannot just whimsically do anything. Can you do that? Even ordinarily dealing, you just can't go and steal money from something and some consciousness, correct? So what is right, what is wrong? That has to be according to 1624. What is right, what is wrong, all your activities must be governed by Tasmat Shastra Pramanam Te Karya Akarya Vivastita Gyantva Shastra Vidrokti Karma Karta Vyarasi.
Want to read it?
Read.
One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may be gradually elevated.
So according to that Shastra, you must act. Correct? For example, you cannot eat meat and uh, have intoxication, illicit sex and gambling. You cannot do this. They're sinful activity. Right? So some things you cannot do and some things you can do. So that is according to understanding what is duty and what by regulation of the scriptures. You cannot just
So I can,
what I like, I want to do. Can. You cannot do it.
So I can't just like gamble outside and give the money to the temple.
Firstly, you can't gamble.
Hmm.
That's not allowed. They sometimes put
But if I
the
can,
Toto ticket inside. It's like,
but if I
fine.
can,
If it strikes, then the temple will take.
if I can get big money for the temple, why not?
You cannot. Because unless you have very, very great personality, for example, there's Alva, the story in Ramanuja's,
Tiruma.
he was the
Stealing.
robber actually. So he kind of steals for building the temple. But that's different personality. You want to do that? I don't think. You understand? And all of them, the artisans wanted payment. He brought them all in a boat and then he capsized the boat in the river and he swam back. The others all died. I mean, such things, personality has been very powerful to do things like that. Ordinarily, I don't think anyone will act out of moral principles because the devotee always will get good qualities and good character. So he will not do something which is what? A bad character and activities, you know. So that also is there. Not acting whimsically, never the question. Yes, you do something like that, you will also give very bad publicity to the movement, you know. Is it not? Uh, and usually people glorify these mistakes more than anything else. Uh, correct? Suppose one of the members here commit a crime, then that will be the stigma in the whole movement. Hey, your members, I heard they did this out. Right? So we should not, we should be very careful how we act. Correct? Yes or no? Any other questions?
Slowly, right?
Prove where when we don't have an association, we are somewhere alone in some part of the world. We are having an association and we are alone in some part of the world. Then how to make sure that we stay steady in our bhakti.
So when you're all alone, you don't have. Nowadays, there's no question of being alone. Online is there,
No physical
phone is
action.
there, so many things is there.
You mean physical?
Yeah, this is
Physical.
why you come so far and work here. Your family is there.
I get physical association.
No, but you on your phone, you're talking to your family. Correct? Yes? So, where's the question of being devoid of association?
Unless it comes like stay with the devotees, like practically learn many things, right?
Yeah, if you can come, I'm sure there'll be some situation where you can take a break and come and be with the devotees. Yes? Unless you are going to the Antarctic or the Arctic or something, then I don't see that happening. Yes? Correct? And on top of that, if you always pray for association of devotees, Krishna will make arrangement. Yes? Yeah? Yes? Correct?
So how to keep more steady, how to keep ourselves more steady in Krishna consciousness. I mean, to improve from our present stage to the next level, how to make sure we go to the next stage.
If
What are
you,
the things we need to do?
if you follow the direction of the spiritual master, that means attending the morning program and chanting your rounds, taking association and devotees, and eating Krishna Prasada, then yes, definitely you should be able to. But if you don't do that, then how to improve? Yes, correct. So it's all in your hands. Especially the morning program, if you don't do, very difficult. Morning program means coming here at 5 o'clock, not coming at 6 o'clock. And that doesn't mean it will work. Yes? You understand? So you have to do what the spiritual masters ordered us. Then I don't see any problem. You understand? And then chanting with devotees. Hmm? Chanting with devotees. Huh? Although it looks like a simple thing, but it has a lot of spiritual, gives a lot of spiritual strength. You know. How you feel when you come and how you feel when you don't come. No difference. Huh? Any difference? No difference. What? Yes. Well, choice. So if you want to improve, then you have to. What happens if I cannot come? Then what to do? Then you still should wake up and do. You cannot say, Saturday, Sunday I will do. Saturday is all I'm excused. Why? Because I'm householder, I'm staying outside. Is that you have to do, correct? You have to wake up anyway and do. Then yes, yes, just do a little arati. If you cannot sing, you can put on the tape. Yeah, yes or no? So that's you, how much you want to. Yes.
So I have a question. Another question I have. This one is more from another person. I'll ask you here now. So many devotees understand that grihasthas, when one enters a grihastha ashram, is only allowed to engage in sex life only for the sake of procreation. But I had a question from somebody saying that, but then what if one cannot control his lusty desire? And only for the sake of procreation means then that is practically like brahmacharya. I mean, there is still some restriction. But what if one cannot control
Standard
his
is there. The standard is there. If you want to break the standard, then what I can do? Correct? You know this is the standard. And if you want to break,
this person cannot control their lusty desire, so they have to learn to control it. Am I right?
yeah, 334 Bhagavad Gita. I think it's 334. 334.
34.
Purport.
Purport, okay.
You can read the purport.
Oh, okay. Those who are in Krishna consciousness are naturally reluctant to engage in material sense gratification. But those who are not in such consciousness should follow the rules and regulations of the revealed scriptures. Unrestricted. Who follows the rules and regulations of the revealed scriptures does not become entangled by the sense objects. For example, sex enjoyment is a necessity for the conditioned soul, and sex enjoyment is allowed under the license of marriage ties. According to scriptural injunctions, one is forbidden to engage in sex relationships with any woman other than one's wife. All other women are to be considered as one's mother. But in spite of such injunctions, a man is still inclined to have sex relationships with other women. These propensities are to be curbed, otherwise, they will be stumbling blocks in the path of self realization. As long as the material body is there, the necessities of the material body are allowed, but under rules and regulations. And yet, we should not rely upon the control of such allowances. One has to follow those rules and regulations unattached to them, because practice of sense gratification under regulations may also lead one to go astray. As much as there is always the chance of an accident, even on the royal roads, although they may be very carefully maintained, no one can guarantee that there will be no danger, even on the safest road. The sense enjoyment spirit has been current a very long time, owing to material association. Therefore, in spite of regulated sense enjoyment, there is every chance of falling down. Therefore, any attachment for regulated sense enjoyment must also be avoided by all means. But attachment to Krishna consciousness or acting always in the loving service of Krishna detaches one from all kinds of sensory activities. Therefore, no one should try to be detached from Krishna consciousness at any stage of life. The whole purpose of detachment from all kinds of sense attachment is ultimately to become situated on the platform of Krishna consciousness.
Explain. So what to do? Yes. 11, 20, 27, 29, 28.
11, 20, 27.
Yeah.
The verse is over.
Read the verse.
Having awakened faith in the narrations of my glories, being disgusted with all material activities, knowing that all sense gratification leads to misery, but still being unable to renounce all sense enjoyment, my devotee should remain happy and worship me with great faith and conviction. Even though he is sometimes engaged in sense enjoyment, my devotee knows that all sense gratification leads to a miserable result, and he sincerely repents such activity.
So I just have to understand that. Takes little time. Yes. At least you are with your wife. Not going here and there. That's dangerous. Yes. Guess that explains the question. Yes.
I have a question about emotions.
Huh?
Where emotions,
Emotions.
and sometimes I cannot say that I am a devotee or no, I what I follow and what I not follow. I'm still into the path of it. But the emotional thing is something I cannot control. I see people cannot control on that. And including the anger thing which was discussed, sometimes we get anger and later we regret. So these things I feel I don't know how to control on our emotions. Do whatever you want. And some problems me and my colleagues are facing. Whenever we try to follow these paths, even in the temple, unknowingly we start crying and we feel like we don't want to cry. But we cannot control. Now people they look at us and they're like, we feel there is something should not happen but happening. We are suffering with nothing. We don't know what is the problem. We're still struggling to find out what is the problem, what then to find the solution.
6:23. See, the point is that if you become Krishna conscious, then you'll be able to control situation.
6:23.
Hello, 623, Bhagavad Gita. So you see here in this verse, can you just go to the verse? Go to the verse.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. The verse. Huh? Sanskrit. Can you go up? Yam labdva chaparam labam manyate nadikam tata yasmin tito na dukena grunapi vichalyate. In this verse, it means, can you go? Translation, yeah.
Read the whole thing.
Can you just go on? Being situated in such a position, can you highlight that? One is never shaken even in the midst of greatest difficulty. This is ended actual freedom from all miseries arising from material contact. So devotional service gives you that kind of a strength to overcome all this kind of emotion because it's giving you knowledge. You understand? Without knowledge, then the mind will overtake you. You become very emotional because, you know, sentiment. But if you have this higher knowledge, it's like once you come to Krishna consciousness, then you will be able to handle all kind of situations. You understand? That Krishna says, gives you the strength to overcome all these things. Like give you an example. Someone passed away. Definitely everyone is emotional. How can nobody be emotional? Correct? But as you settle down, you hear, oh, the soul has gone to another body. He has done something nice. She passed away nice. So there's so many, you understand, knowledge. So similarly, you put in the, of course, the first reaction is very emotional. Why Krishna? But as you go and talk to someone who is actually a spiritually advanced person, then he will tell you why you worry. Why is the need to worry? All these are temporary, just like Arjuna, correct? Arjuna was very emotional. He was crying. Actually, he didn't want to fight. The Gandiva fell off from his hand. Yes, but he went to Krishna as a guru and he surrendered, correct? What are you talking about, Arjuna? You crying for something is not worth crying? What is this? Huh? And you try to kill, but you cannot kill the soul. The soul is, nobody can kill the soul. And if they die, they get better birth. So everyone has to die. Nobody, for one who has taken birth, that is certain, correct? Yes. You understand? So you need to have that knowledge. It's like Krishna said, the first thing he said, can you go? 212. Sanskrit, no?
Sanskrit.
I think it's the next verse. Next verse is the body. No, not this. 12, 11. What is that? You have to tolerate.
214. 14. Matras Vashastu. 214. 14.
So you see, this is the Sanskrit. Matras pastu tu kaunteya. Can you chant?
Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha
Let them all
dukkada.
follow. Okay.
Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadaha agamapaino nityas tam stitikshasva bharata.
So here it says this verse.
O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their appearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O sign of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed.
See that? So one should learn how to tolerate. That's the first thing he told Arjuna. So emotions are there, so many things are there. But if you go or you read or something, you contact with the spiritual master or his devotee, then you can overcome these emotions. You understand? Otherwise, you will become very, very emotional. Why God is doing this to me? And always blame on God. I'm praying every day. Why this is happening? Because you are emotional. You don't know. Correct? When something good happens, you take the credit. When something bad happens, you blame on God. Because there's no knowledge. There's no knowledge. But you have knowledge, then you have better control. Understand? So that is lacking. And that's why you are, just like a person, if he drives on the car and the car gets an accident, if it is your car, you'll be crying, oh, my car, my car. But if it's not your car, you won't bother my car. You understand? Attachment. So one should learn how to become detached. And that you can only do in Krishna consciousness. 410. See, it's very important. You see, that's why it says here in this verse, 410.
Yeah. It is Sanskrit.
Can you go to chant this?
वीतराग भय क्रोध मन्मया माम उपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञान तपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained transcendental love for me.
That been free from attachment, fear, anger, with the baya, krodha, correct? Can you go to the translation? It is the translation. I want to get
The word to word.
No, just the translation. Just go there. Okay, good. Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger. How they become free? Being fully absorbed in me, taking refuge in me. Many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me. See this? It is not that it doesn't work now. Yes, Krishna is saying, you become attached to me, then you will become detached from Maya. Now we are becoming attached to Maya. So Maya you attach, then these are the problems you will give. Fear, anger, correct? Illusion. So many problems. You understand? So that's why we have to become Krishna conscious. Now, are you chanting? So
I'm still trying to find out how to become Krishna conscious.
So here Krishna is saying to become conscious of him. So to become conscious of him means to chant his name. So if you call him, then he will come to you. Correct? I call him, he will answer. How are you, Prabhu? Yeah. Same way with Krishna. You call him by chanting his name. And very quickly he will come. He will respond. You understand? That's how it works.
I'm from India. There's a place called Ayodhya. I'm from Ayodhya. And my parents, I have seen them since my childhood chanting Lord Rama and Rani Sita. But at this age, I see them, nobody came to help them. Right now, they are struggling in the age of 70 and 80. And I feel even being a devotee also, I see them struggling like I don't want to see. And then I'm trying to find another path.
You know, you see, you have your what is that views, that means if you chant, you shouldn't struggle. The Pandavas also struggle.
But Krishna came.
Yeah, even Krishna was studying with them. They also were struggling. Draupadi was disrobed. That is not struggle. How much pain they had. They had to go to the forest, stay 12 years. One last year must hide somewhere. So, even though they were struggling, in fact, Kunti Devi is saying, I want to be your, I want to what? have more trouble.
Again and again.
Because now that I have no trouble, you are going away. When we are in trouble, you are there with us all the time. You see how she's saying? So devotee, they want Krishna at any cost. So although they may be struggling, but Krishna was there. So you understand? So you may say, but my parents, they are, I don't know, they say they are Ram. I see them having a lot of problems. But the main thing is that although your parents may be devotees of Ram, but you need a guru, no? Without the help of a guru, it's not possible to go to Krishna. You understand this? So they may not have the proper guidance, the teaching, so many things. You follow? So therefore, guru is very important. Without guru, you cannot get the proper understanding to get attached to Krishna. Not possible. That's why Krishna says in 11:28, 11:28 Madhya. Anyone who says is my devotee is not actually my devotee. One who actually is a devotee of my devotee, then he is my devotee. See?
Sanskrit.
Yeah.
ये मे भक्त जनाः पार्थ न मे भक्ताश्च ते जनाः मद्भक्तानां च ये भक्तास् ते मे भक्ततमा मतः. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are factually my devotees.
You understand this point? So the whole idea is to become the servant of Krishna. You understand? So you have to learn. Although your parents may be, I don't know how they are practicing, but if they have the guidance of a devotee, then they were connected. And for that connection, Krishna says in 9:22, what is it?
Ananyasin.
Yogakshema
Yogakshema Mahamyaham.
He says here, you can see, this is Krishna's word, not my word.
Ananyasintayanto mam yajjanaah paryupasate esham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. For those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have.
The Krishna promise. This is Krishna's word. You cannot say he doesn't do this. But the problem is that our connection must be proper. I cannot just simply buy a form of Krishna and now I start my. It doesn't work like that. You have to go to a spiritual master, a guru, to guide you how to do, what to do. And if you have difficulty, you can go and talk to the guru and ask, Prabhu, you told me to, but why? Then, no, are you doing this? Are you doing that? No, then you do. You follow their guidelines, Correct? I don't know your parents, they are reading any books or not. I don't know. Correct? So they may, out of their parents, they heard like that and they're doing like this. That is not the proper system. Right? So I'm recommending, nothing is lost. You teach them how to chant. You teach them this mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. And then you see, because it says anyone who chants, even beginners, you see, 1795, Madhya. Go down to the purport. Clay Agni. 1795. Purport. Go down, purport. Clay Agni. Okay. You see, this is words, huh? Okay, can you just... Devotional service is Klesa Agni, even for beginners. What does that mean? This means that it reduces or nullifies all kinds of suffering. Hello? Can this thing all be wrong? Huh? So that is where faith comes in. If faith is not there, you can always say, "No, I don't believe." Huh? That also can be. But if you have faith, then yes, it is another thing altogether. Correct? You understand? So since you have come here, I don't know, it is the first time you're here?
No, third time, but yeah, this kind of session is for my first time.
Of session.
I follow on Instagram. So yeah, I have seen few videos.
This is the first time you are here for this kind of so you have to learn how to do it. That's all now. Okay, they will teach you, you follow, you chant, and then you see, and then you teach to your parents. Then you see that's the result. Otherwise, I don't see why not only here, the whole world I'm going, I'm going everywhere. I don't see why it's not working. In fact, we have the reaction from many people, their experience, that their life becomes better. Not only Indians, Chinese, Russians, Americans. So how we can be? This is the problem with Indians. Many of them. Firstly, they don't know who is God. Although he may be worshipping Ram or Sita, but he think everybody is God. But it doesn't work like that. There's only one God. You understand? Huh? You go to an Indian, you see his altar. What he has? Huh? And you ask him who is God? I don't know who is God. Then how you can get blessing from God if you don't know? Huh? You understand? So first and foremost, you have to know who is God. Because if you think everything is God, that is upsetting Krishna. If I come to your house and I start treating your servant as the chief of the house, how would you feel? You feel good. You don't feel good. Correct? The same way, if Krishna is, in fact, he says, you can go next verse, 9:23. Bhagavad Gita, you see what he says. Anyone who worships other person than me is doing a wrong way. Huh? Can you just go, son? No time.
Let me read.
Read.
Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in the wrong way.
See that? So if you do something wrong, then how you can get results? Suppose in mathematics, you do the first thing wrong, then your end result wrong. Doesn't mean you wrong there, some or other you got right below. It doesn't know. So you see how Krishna is saying, but they do so in a wrong way. So this is the big problem because they do not know who is God. They think everybody is God. How can everybody be God? That doesn't make sense. Understand? So we need to know who is God. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9:7, 7:7, he says, Mata Parantaram Nanyat Kinchidasti, then there's no truth above me. I am the supreme personality of God.
O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread.
So Krishna, or his expansion Ram, or his expansion Vishnu, all these are correct. But you cannot say Krishna, Shiva, Ganesh, all this. They are devatas. Huh? In fact, I am the source of this devata. But the devatas are not source of me. Anyone who thinks that the devata and this one stand, that's an offense. Huh? Yes to Narayana Devam. You know where's this verse? 166. I am not sure. Can you see? Not this verse. No. What is it? Adiya, Madhya.
Madhya.
Huh?
This is Madhya.
Madhya. Huh? Anyway, give me a minute. I just take that out. Take that verse out. So you see how we have to know what is right, what is wrong. Can you take out that verse from? It's taking me time. One who thinks that the demigods and Krishna are the same is committing an offense. We cannot think like that. 18? 25. No, there's another place. Okay, take out anyway.
Madhya?
25:80.
Krishnarayam Devam Brahmarudradi Devati.
So you see here the translation.
A person who considers demigods like Brahma and Shiva to be on an equal level with Narayana is to be considered an offender, a Pashandi.
See that? So I'm sure your parents are very naive. They don't know. Correct? Yes. So that's why we have here classes to learn, no? Why? Everywhere temple is there, but the problem, no temple is teaching. So people are confused. Correct? Yes. So now you know, oh, I must only go 1866. In fact, Krishna said, just come to me alone. Is that here? You see?
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions, not fear.
See that? Can you go to the Sanskrit? Krishna says here, Mam Ekam. Only me. See? So people don't know. Nobody reads the Gita. Who reads the Gita? Huh? Nobody. In fact, now you are hearing also for you is the first time. Yes or not? Yeah. So you know, then you will not be misled. You understand? Now I heard my illusion is gone. I will do what you tell me to do, Krishna. Arjuna said that. So we need to clear our doubts. There's a problem with the Hindus. They just do puja and they don't do any studying. So they become disturbed, become emotional. Why? Because there's no knowledge. Yes. Suppose you know the room is dark, you know, you will open and you will go in, you know what. But if you don't know, you will be frightened, fear. Oh, what's I? You understand? There's difference between the one who has knowledge and one who has no knowledge. Because this material world is danger at every step. It's what? Every step is. But if you take shelter of Krishna, then very easily you can cross this dangerous situation. That's why Krishna says, my devotee, he will never perish. Declare it boldly. Arjuna, my devotee will never perish. Why? Because Krishna is giving the knowledge, the understanding, everything Krishna is giving. But you must connect. If I buy the most expensive light, but I don't connect, then what's the use of that? Irrelevant, is it not? Huh? Oh, Prabhu, I spent thousands of dollars for this light. But I don't use it, then what? I'm a fool. That's why human body is very rare. Why the human body is rare? You can inquire, you can ask questions, you can read, you can do so many things. But if you get the body of animal or bird or tree, you cannot do these things. That's why human body is so important. What for? Only to find out God is surrendered. And human birth only can stop this misery. Human birth can. Other bodies cannot. Understand? But if you don't stop this, then you're no better than the Pasubir Saman. Yes. And if you live like a Pasu, then so many problems are. Correct? Yes. You understand? So my recommendation, you take up the process here. Krishna is saying, surrender to me alone. Okay, I will surrender. How to surrender? The next question. Krishna say, only by devotion you can come to me. Right? What is that verse? Huh? Only by devotion. What is that verse? Yeah. Hello? Bhaktyamam abhijanante. What is that?
1855.
There comes. See? Krishna says, only by bhakti you can come to me. Can you read that?
One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God.
See, only by, can you go to Sanskrit? Bhaktya. You see the word bhaktya? Bhaktya mam abhijana. Only by bhakti you can come to. So what is bhakti then? That's the next question. Can you go? 6, 3, 20, 22. So to do bhakti, there's only one way. You see here? 22.
22.
22.
Next one.
See here. Devotional service beginning with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the ultimate religious principle for the living entity in the human. Bhakti means what? Huh? Bhakti means what? Yeah. Bhakti cannot work other way, only one way. What is that? Chanting. In fact, in Kali Yuga, there's no other way. No. There's no other way. Hare Nam,
Oh,
where's
that one.
that?
I don't know whether it's.
Huh? 611, go. 611, 12, go. You see here, 611, Bhagavad Gita. Can I put the hand like that? The purport, right below. You see here, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. Kalau means now this period of time, Kali Yuga. Nasteva gate. Translation. Read that.
In these age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way.
So if you don't want to do, then how? If you are sick, then must take prescribed medicine, na? Yeah? No, Prabhu, I don't want to take medicine. Then how to get cured? Huh? You tell me how you're going to get cured. Then the only thing is crying. Only thing is what? Oh, God is no good. God is no good. I'm praying and praying. You see what He's doing to me.
Yes, I'm born and my parents are born. We are taught that Lord Rama, you chant Lord Rama. Since beginning, we all are chanting Lord Rama. Now I realize, now I'm learning, okay, I'm chanting something wrong. So now I'm
Not wrong. You are not.
something I'm doing another way.
No, the thing is that you are not getting proper mantra from proper guru. There's so many mantras in the market, you know. You just cannot choose what you like. You have to take it from the guru. So although you are chanting Ram and all that, but it was not through proper some parampara. You understand? They're not wrong, but the connection is not effective, you know. You follow, as I said, the light is there, but the connection must be there, no? Yes? You understand? So now we are teaching you how to connect. Don't say so much. Now by sitting and hearing this class, you're feeling happy, you know? This proves that you are hearing the right thing. Because here we are showing you what God is saying. You understand? So you do this and you will become happy. That definite. Not that you do this tomorrow, you win jackpot. People think like that. This is not the fact. Jackpot is not getting money, you know. Jackpot is getting
Krishna.
You understand? That's why Krishna said, the one who got me, he gets Param Santi. You know, 1861, is he? No, 1862. You see that here?
So now, O son of Bharata, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace and the supreme and eternal good.
Sanskrit, Sanskrit. Tam eva sharanam gacha. Sarva bhavena bharata. Tat prasadat param santim. Say, by surrendering to him, you get what? Supreme peace. Yeah. You understand? People don't know, They think that any problem is money. Money will solve all the problem. Money is the biggest headache. Money gives a lot of problem. On the contrary, is it not? Right? So people don't know. You understand? God is higher. If you go to God, then you got no problem. You understand? Unfortunate. You understand? That's why you must have a
Guru.
spiritual master, guru. Otherwise, you will take many, many births. You still be confused. In fact, to know Krishna is God, 719, it takes many, many births, Just to understand what you're understanding today, it takes many, many births. You see here? Just click on the 719. Yeah, click on that. Okay. Chant the verse.
On the verse, okay. Vahunam janmanamante Yanavan mam prapadyate Vasudevah sarvamiti Samat Samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare.
See that? So if you surrender to Krishna, Krishna say you are a what? Great soul and very rare. So why don't you become a great soul and be very rare? And then Krishna say, I will protect you. I will what? Take care of you. Why you don't want? Huh? You tell me? You don't want. Then you will be embracing what? Problems. Either you get Maya or you get what? If you get Maya, so many headaches, problems, difficulties. But if you go to Krishna, then Krishna is like the light, sunlight. Maya is compared to darkness, problem. Wherever there's Krishna, there's no question of darkness. Correct? So why not capture Krishna? And bhakti is what by what?
Chanting.
Chanting. Simply no kosa. Open the mouth and any kosa. Prabhu, you must pay me $10,000. Otherwise, I will not teach you the secret. Is there anything like that? Free. It's what? Free. All you got to do is open the mouth and say,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
That's it. Everything I will. In fact, Draupadi, in the midst of a problem, she was stripped naked, no? And she chanted, Hey Govinda. Krishna said, because she called me by crying, I am eternally indebted to her. See? You understand? Now, if you sincerely call him Hare Krishna, how much you will be? Right? Yes. Yeah. So you teach this to your parents. Tell them, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. And Ram also will be happy. Not that you chant Hare Krishna, Ram will be upset. No. Ram will be happy. Understand? Yeah. So please, first thing first, you have to get the right what? Knowledge. And then you learn, and then you practice, then you see the difference. You follow? It is not that God wants us to suffer, He doesn't like it also. He think he's happy with us, he's suffering. No, he doesn't like. He can go 5, 18, 38. Huh? You see that he doesn't like. You see what he says here?
O Lord, you do not desire the creation, maintenance, or annihilation of this material world.
See, you do not desire the creation, maintenance of this material. Why he doesn't desire? Because there's so much pain. You understand? He himself is not very happy with this thing. You follow? He wants to save us. That's why he's giving this knowledge. That's why he's giving what? A guru. That's why Singapore, no need to have this place. Why this place is here? Why? Correct? Why Krishna make this place? To help. Correct? Yes or no? Huh? What? So all these are facilities to help the soul. And this is done by the Lord. Correct? Guru Krishna Prasada Paya
Bhakti.
Bhakti Lata Beach. So try to understand the mercy of the Lord. And to get this thing is not one life, huh? Many, many lives. Many, many, many lives. This is your good fortune that today you have come here. Yes? No one. Is it your good fortune or not? Huh? So, why? You Krishna know why you're having so many headaches in your head, so okay, so you come here. How you know? Who directed you? Definitely the Lord. You plan. No, I will go to Krishna Mandir. You don't know. You don't know even there's a class here, is it not? So whose arrangement is this? Huh? Krishna, you understand? So Krishna is very, very kind. That's how he saves us, Not that only you, every one of us are in trouble. Because material world, Krishna is says is a miserable place. Can you take out the verse? Huh? Krishna says this place is dukhalayam asasvatam, full of
13.
misery and it's
13.
temporary. Yes?
8 and 13, right? 13, 8, right?
Hello, 8:16,
6,
8:15, I think.
15 and 16.
Is Abrahama Bhuvana Loka.
It's 15.
I see here this Dukhalayam Asasvat. So this place is full of Dukham. Correct? You see? So how you want to be happy here? The only way you become happy when you connect with, then all miseries go. Yes? Ah. So please take advantage. If you can you go to 266? See this verse?
One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace?
Hello? Tell me. If we are not connected to Krishna, there's no what?
Peace.
There's now that other word, Param Santim. This one is Param what? Dukam. Which one you want? Which one you want? Huh? Param Santim, how you get Param Santim? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama. You will see a big change. Yes? Yes? So you become happy. That's why we say chant Hare Krishna and be what? Sad. We say chant Hare Krishna and be what? Happy. That's all. Prabhupada used to say, oh, Hare Krishna. Happy face, everybody. Yes? So you please buy one mala and buy the book, read and then chant and come here. Where you stay? or you passing through. What you working in the airline? You're one of the what Qatar Airways crew member.
So wherever I go, I search for ISKCON temple or any Hindu temple since we don't have any temple in Qatar.
Uh,
So wherever a layover is, I search for it.
so you're flying in from Qatar. My daughter-in-law is also used to be crew member in Qatar Airways. Now she's here. She's not going anywhere. But she was from there. So that's because you are in an environment whereby you are, I don't know, you serve meat, I'm sure. Correct? Very bad reaction. Correct? Beef, sir, chicken, sir, mutton, sir. Hello? Correct? So your reaction is bad. You're getting bad karma. So when you get bad karma, then what happens? Then you also get the karma. Very troublesome life. Yes? You understand? I suggest you try to switch your job to something where you won't involve in this thing, then you are safe. You understand? Because one who eats meat, one who serves the meat, one who cooks the meat, one who transports the meat, six people in this category all get the same reaction. And especially cow. As many hairs the cow has, that many years you have to spend in. Oh, that's why you're having so many anxiety. Although you think this is, I'm not eating, I think you're vegetarian. I am not eating, but you're implicated. Yes or not? Correct? So you think what you want to do. So money is good, but karma is also good. Then, so now you first thing you do now, first thing now, you chant first, okay? You start chanting now. And then you see how Krishna will help you. Understand or not? Krishna has put you there, and Krishna can also take you out. So that depends on how you surrender to him. You understand that? Right? But you must surrender. That means you must start chanting. And you'll see a big change in your life. Because doing so much sin and to go forward, it's like, try to light a fire and pour water. Can the fire grow? It cannot. You understand? So that's to stop something. So nevertheless, at least you start first now. You start becoming devotee by chanting. And let's see how Krishna will save you. Because definitely he is kind-hearted. He will not see his person suffer like this. So you have to. Hmm? Anything else?
There are some questions from online.
Online question. What is the online question? Hmm?
Vrindavan. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Vrindavaneshwari Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, as in Bhagavad Gita 4.8, Krishna says that whenever he descends, he comes to protect his devotees and kill his demons. So when Lord this is the question. Okay.
For what?
When Lord 4.8, she's saying that when Krishna says in 4.8,
Paritanaya sadhunam.
so the question is, so when Lord Vamana appeared, how did he kill his demons?
So when he came as Vamana, was it?
In his Vamana Lila, how was it possible?
So in the Vamana Leela, he came particularly to kill the demonic qualities that was prevailing because their demons were ruling the whole. universe. Bali Maharaj he defeated Indra and they were ruling, demons were. So he didn't come to kill, but he came to take the control and give it to Indra. So that is as good as killing the demon. Yes? So in other words, he curbed the demonic powers. So that is also Vinasha Duskritam, is it not? Correct? Yes? Huh? That's it. Huh? Any more questions?
There is one more. How to get? Okay. Aditya Shah. How to get a guru? Is it the religious text?
How to get a guru?
Yeah.
Who is asking?
Aditya Shah.
Who is Aditya?
I don't know.
So now the guru is speaking. Who is speaking now? Huh? I'm not guru speaking. Hello? Who is speaking? So, correct.
But his question is how to get a guru.
Now we are speaking.
Facebook.
Who is speaking? Some remote. What? Yes. So you surrender. Surrender to Prabhupada, then yes, automatically everything will come. Correct? Yes or no? Huh? What? Some robot is speaking, is it? What? Some robot. IPG chat. What? What is it? So you surrender. Correct? Yes or no? You surrender to Krishna and Krishna will provide the Guru. Yes?
One more question by Karthi.
Karthik.
Karthi. Prabhu, how to improve chanting quality and chant sincerely in order to get rid of anarthas?
You have to first get initiated. And then, yes, all these anarthas will go. This verse is there. 410 purport. Now you can go to 11:3:22. Go to the purport. Purport. Down below. Okay. Up. Yeah. Okay, up. Little up. Rupa Goswami has delineated 4 preliminary requisites for advancement for the sincere disciple. That's correct? Now what is that? Can you read?
Guru Padashrayastasmat Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam Vishambhena Guru Seva Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam. Accepting number 1, accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master. Number 2, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Number 3, obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. And number 4, following in the footsteps of great acharyas, teachers, under the direction of the spiritual master.
So these are the 4 steps that one must do. If one don't want to take a guru, then it's not possible. It is not. Yes. You see there? Can you read on? When one here.
But one who has executed these preliminary duties is qualified to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. When one actually hears the sound vibration of Srimad Bhagavatam as it is, he becomes free from the desire for sense gratification and mental speculation and is happy and satisfied in the service of Lord Krishna. Yasyam vai shruyamanayam Krishne paramapurushe bhaktir utpadyate pumsah shokamoha bhayapayah.
This is the verse in Bhagavatam 175.
Simply by giving oral reception to Srimad Bhagavatam, the feeling for loving devotional service to Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sprouts up at once to extinguish the fire of lamentation, illusion, and fearfulness. Srimad Bhagavatam 177. One should hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a bona fide spiritual master who can expertly engage the propensity for loving Krishna that arises from hearing the transcendental sound of the Bhagavatam. Such a transcendental.
All right. So you see how it is important to have the mercy of the spiritual master. Then yes, everything will come. You cannot try to become a Hindu, no? Just like now. Now you know why you're having this problem? Yes? You know? Yeah. So you do things properly. Then why Krishna should give you a headache? You will not. Correct? Hello? One must becomes free from all sin. You know, you see this verse 728. You see?
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful reactions are completely eradicated, are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination.
See that? Free from sinful action. Completely. Understand? So if you're doing sinful activities, then how you get reaction? You understand? So if anyone is breaking principles, then how you will progress spiritually? How will the determination to do Krishna's service will come? You will not come. Yes? Yes? So any more questions there?
Prabhu,
Uh,
I got like a question regarding one event in Srimad Bhagavatam.
question regarding
Regarding particular event in Srimad Bhagavatam.
particular event.
Yeah.
What is the event?
So the whole controversy between Lord Shiva and Daksha, Lavati Daksha. So when Lord Shiva's followers accompanied Sati, and the discourse happened, and then she gave up her life, and Daksha didn't flinch at all. They messed up the entire sacrificial arena, and they're very loyal to Lord Shiva. And then even before that, there was a cursing and counter cursing going on when Lord Shiva was present between Ishvara and Brigumuni. These followers of Lord Shiva that are specifically mentioned in the Bhagavatam, that particular verses. What's their position? Do they, like, after this life, go back, or do they also have the delusion that Lord Shiva is the supreme, like some author?
Yeah, they are in complete understanding that the Lord Shiva is the supreme. So they will go to the planet of Lord Shiva after they die. And they stay there, and then again, if some or other finish their piety, they'll come back again.
So they cannot go back.
This Lord Shiva's place is not eternal.
Yeah, but in one class you said Brahmaloka, Satyaloka. All the inhabitants after this earth they will be transcended.
They follow Brahma and they go back.
But here they can't follow Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva no need to go backward. Why he goes back where? Understand? He's an expansion of the Lord who stays here to do all this work of ignorance. You understand? So his planet is in between the spiritual world and the material world. So he is called, what is that?
Sadashiva Lok.
Huh?
Sadashiva.
Goluka Dami, Nejidami, Mahesh Dham. It is what? So it's in between, and in that place, they stay with Lord Shiva. Understand? When their term is over, again.
But Lord Shiva doesn't, they are his associates, right? He doesn't tell them that Krishna is supreme.
If they ask him, but they don't ask. For them, Shiva is supreme. Parvati asks.
Parvati asks.
She is the mental energy.
And Prabhu, when they went to the sacrificial arena, why was Brigumuni so loyal to Daksha? He merely chanted a mantra to unleash some kind of
He
demigod.
was protecting the demigod. He was the guru of the demigod.
Not to Daksha.
Why not Shastra? Then how he can become guru?
But Daksha was in the wrong.
Without the Shastra, how he got the powers? Mantras come from where? From Hima. What? Mantra come from where? From Shastra. So he was acting on Shastra and he was so powerful Brahmin, he could create all these counter measures. You understand? So, but Lord Shiva was indifferent. He did not go and fight.
Yeah.
Of course, when she died, then he got very upset. Then he created the demon, what's his name? To go and give some sense to Daksha. And after he was killed and he was put the head of the goat, then he realized, I'm sorry, I pray forgiveness. To bring Daksha back to his senses. You follow? So it is an episode to teach everybody. Yes? Not that you must follow them. It's not you have to follow Lord Shiva and see how cool he was. You understand? It's also what's her name? Parvati Sati in that chapter, right? And she killed the father. Was it not? And then she gave her body up, correct? No, she didn't kill the father.
She didn't go.
Because she could not do it, she gave her whole life up because the body is connected to the father. She didn't want to have any connection with him. She what? Burned, immolated herself. Why? Yeah, these are all not some cheap things to do. You can do. Huh? What?
Match.
This requires a lot of strength, you know. Yes. So the thing you can do, what you can do? You do that. Why worry about Daksha? Not relevant. Yes. Yeah. After that, he also gave up his body because he didn't like to have the body of the goat. No? So the whole episode is to teach, yeah, to surrender to Krishna. Okay. Anything else?
That's
Getting late.
That's all the questions.
Huh?
No
No
other
more questions? Yeah. Good. All right. Today, you know question. Questions you have?
Next day.
Oh, she still have. Last week was up to 11 o'clock.
I'll end our live stream.
Huh?
I'll end the stream.
What?
Should I end the stream?
Yeah, I guess she doesn't want to ask the question.
Hare Krishna.
No,
Jai Shri
that's all right with me, no problem. What is your question? Better to finish it rather than you carry it up to the next week.
So what's the position of the devotees during the accidental death? If they're during accidents? If you-
During what?
Accidental
Accident.
death.
They
Huh?
were-
Accidental death.
Accidental death.
what-
What is the position?
What is the position of devotees during the accidental death?
Nothing. What's the
Untimely
position?
death.
Since they become ghosts, generally we say,
Devotees will not become ghosts. Devotees who are chanting Krishna's name, they are under Krishna's protection. Right? Kauntaya Pratijane Ma Bhakta. So devotees who passed away, they are always under Krishna's. Unless they do something bad, then there's another thing. You understand?
Somebody did suicide, then he become a ghost. He become a ghost. But accident is a nature cause, right? And that is nothing that he has done on his
Take
own.
out the verse, Salo. 6, 2, I think. 6 to 19. Or 15. 15 to 6. 6 to 15.
If one chants the holy name of Hari and then dies because of an accidental misfortune, such as falling from the top of a house, slipping and suffering broken bones while traveling on the road, being bitten by a serpent, being afflicted with pain and high fever, or being injured by a weapon, one is immediately absolved from having to enter hellish life, even though he is sinful.
Hello? if he chants.
In sense, they were doing chanting every hour while that action movement, will they think of Krishna? That's question for you.
Even a devotee doesn't think of Krishna in the Varaha Puran. He says, because the devotee, Krishna delivers him. You know, because it says here, even if he chants once and he had all these problems, doesn't go to hell, right? So Krishna saves him, you know.
On the same point of view, there were people who go in coma, and they will not come out for months, and sometimes they will pass away in the coma state. If that happens to the devotees, will they be thinking in the coma stage?
In the coma state, their ears are working.
Someone need to recite or
Yeah.
otherwise they cannot think.
That's why somebody put the tape chanting something, you know, hearing the holy name. Some benefit. You understand? Vibration is very powerful. The last thing to go will be your. Oh, that's the thing. That's why chanting is so important, you know. Yes? We do not know how we are going to go, you know. There's so many ways. So at least now that we can do properly, why not you do properly? Yeah? Can go 6 to 49, first paragraph.
At the time of death, one is certainly bewildered because his bodily functions are in disorder. At that time, even one who throughout his life has practiced chanting the holy name of the Lord may not be able to chant the Hare Krishna mantra very distinctly. Nevertheless, such a person receives all the benefits of chanting the holy name. While the body is fit, therefore, why should we not chant the holy name of the Lord loudly and distinctively? If one does so, it is quite possible that even at the time of death, he will be properly able to chant the holy name of the Lord with love and faith. In conclusion, one who chants the holy name of the Lord constantly is guaranteed to return home back to Godhead without doubt.
Yes? Ah, see, all chanting, see, all great souls, all in their hand beat bags, you see. 10 o'clock also still chanting. Ah, Satata
Satatam
Kirtayantam,
kirtayanto mam.
24/7 chanting. Not like me spacing out, nothing to do. Ah? Correct?
To the devotees or the devotees generally, when they are sleeping, some people will be passing away during the sleep. They say they have passed away in the sleep.
As long as a devotee, no need to worry. Ammarada Krishna will take care. Just chanting, even once you chant. Just now you read, no? Even once you chant. Why chanting is very, very powerful. Because we cannot just chant one time. You chant one time. No, you will chant, correct? How much you get benefit, you know. Krishna says, for one who is calling me, I am indebted to you. Hello. 18, I'm sorry. Antya 1108.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Purushottama, the greatest of all persons, has a pure mind. He is so gentle that even if his servant is implicated in a great offense, he does not take it very seriously. Indeed, if his servant renders some small service, the Lord accepts it as being very great. Even if an envious person blasphemes the Lord never manifests anger against him. Such are his great qualities.
11:255.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead is so kind to the conditioned souls that if they call upon him by speaking his holy name, Even unintentionally or unwillingly, the Lord is inclined to destroy innumerable sinful reactions in their hearts. Therefore, when a devotee who has taken shelter of the Lord's lotus feet chants the holy name of Krishna with genuine love, the Lord can never give up the heart of such a devotee. One who has thus bound the Supreme Lord's lotus feet within his heart with the robes of love is to be known as Bhagavata Pradhana, the most exalted devotee of the Lord.
So, how the Lord will forsake? Correct? Yes? So, you all are chanting 24/7. So,
Bhagavata Pradhana.
what's the problem? Yes? Yeah? No problem? Correct? So, what do you think? You want to chant? You don't want to chant? Now, initially she was not so keen to take the beats. Now she wants to take the beats. That's the best thing to hold in the plane, boy. Anything happens. Hare Krishna. Whatever plane, what is that? 777? What you flying? 350. Oh, Airbus. Not 77. 787. Oh. Anyway, best thing is to hold the Hare Krishna. Finish. That's it. It's safe. Yes. It's the best insurance, boy. Correct? For the soul. They can chant. Ante Narayana
Smriti.
The time. Janma Labha Parapumsham. Take out. Ante Narayana. If you can remember him at the time of death, your life is successful. That is the greatest gain. Janma Labha Parapumsham. Yes? See?
The highest perfection of human life,
You had to put.
the highest perfection of human life, achieved either by complete knowledge of matter and spirit, by practice of mystic powers, or by perfect discharge of occupational duty, is to remember the personality of Godhead at the end of life.
To remember him at the end of
Life.
And the best way to remember is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So, whole life is yes,
Yeah.
very simple, no cost. What's the cost? The tongue and the what? And the that also given by Lord. You're not dumb, right? Yes. So okay, is that clear? Some more question?
One more last
What is the last one?
Why Kumbhakonan, the Kumbhakarna is not called as Vrikodara? We call Bhima as Vrikodara. There is but we don't call Kumbhakarna.
Even though he is.
Yes.
You want to call him like that?
Any reason?
What is the need for that? Whether you call him or no, he acted as a demon.
When we say Bhima, because he's a ferocious creature, we call him as Vrikodara. That's mentioned. But thinking one time, Kumbhakarna also is not we don't call.
Yeah, but he was a demon.
So it's same because
Yeah, devotees are different, demons are different. Yes, don't glorify demons. Right? Do you glorify demons? Yes. You understand? Because he was a giant, yes, naturally he will eat a lot. But Bhima is different. He's a Herculean, task. Verse is there. Bhagavad Gita. Ananta Vijaya Raja, no, Panchajanyam Vrishiketo,
Devadattam
Devatam
Dhananjaya.
Dhananjaya, Vikrodaraha. You see that word? Bhagavatam, the verses are so nice to chant.
Yeah.
Is that? No, go down.
Lord Krishna.
No, go up to the
Down.
verse. Go to the verse.
Verse.
Yeah, see, Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Damam Mahasanka Bhima Karma Vikodaraha. See? Not only he eats so much, he also does succulent tasks. Both things is there, not just eating only, no? You understand? See? Who performs succulent tasks in time, he also, blew his conch shell, poundra. So different conch shell. Next verse. Ananta Vijaya Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira. You see this next verse? Sanskrit.
Verse.
Sanskrit. Ananta Vijayam Raja. You see? Sanskrit is, the verses are all. That's why if you just read this and chant, you also get so much happiness. Bhagavad Gita. No. This is all non-different from the Lord. Same, because the Lord is speaking and you hearing and you speak also. Nothing else can give you happiness unless you connect with God. Correct?
He was just not saying that the Lord also give you the tongue and the mouth to chant. You're not dumb. Then how do dumb people get delivered?
They can write.
Right. Oh, so they write the Hare Krishna mantra.
When they write, they're mentally chanting. Correct?
They can't just mentally chant.
How to know? So you write, Your mind can wander. Yes? You also trying with your mind.
So one round, they have to run 108 times.
Yeah, they're right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. See, so the point is that you're given a mouth, you are not dumb. Why you want to worry about the dumb?
No, because there are some people who are dumb.
The idea is that now you're not dumb. You please open the mouth and chant.
Okay.
That's the idea. Why worry about the dumb? When he comes, then we'll talk to him. That's it.
No, some people ask that.
Who asks?
There are people who have asked.
Then come, tell them the same answer. Now I'm giving the answer right. You're not dumb. Why you worry? You worry all the dumb people. Why? Right? You're not dumb, you chant. No. The whole idea of the putting the word dumb is that you're not dumb. So better you chant. Yes? Yes or not?
No, some people ask like how these disabled people who are interested, how to help them.
Ask them to come to me. No problem. I will tell them the answer. Yes?
Okay.
Correct. I just said the answer. You can write. Yes? You can write. Why you cannot write? Correct? In fact, one person got initiated, dumb. He asked to write. Every day he writes 16 rounds.
Proper initiative.
Oh, no, not Robert. One of the others. Japanese person. Became a devotee. Dumb. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that. You all are, given, so use it. And even the dumb, they hear, like the trees, the birds, all these animals. If they hear, that's why the kirtan must be done what? Outly. Because if they hear, they also benefit. Understand? They also want around human beings to be around them. The whole idea of that human being around is that they will chant, they benefit. Just like you go to our Malaya Giridham, all the trees, all that, correct? So when you chant, there's life, they feel happy. They are souls, they all are one soul. So the chanting is very powerful. That's why Haridas Thakur asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Haridas Thakur, how all these plant trees all will get delivered. He said, by the loud chanting of this Hare Krishna, all of the souls will get delivered. See? You understand? So it is dumb, but if we can hear, benefits. So there's no way that See, spiritual thing cannot be obstructed by any material condition. Do you know that?
126. 126.
Apratihata, hai tuka apratihata. Actually, there's another verse. It's in 4:29, I think 11:12. That says, just like the river Ganga flows uninterrupted, similarly, devotional service cannot be obstructed by any means. You know, there's two doors. What is it? 4:29.
429 level. Mm.
Show you the verse. What? Oh, I think it should be 29. No, not 4:29. Yeah, 3:29. Sorry. 3:29, 11, 12. Yeah, you see this verse here, the second verse? No, go Sanskrit, go to the Sanskrit. Okay. Lakshanam bhakti yogasya nirgunachaya udaritam hai tuki avya avya avyavahita ya bhakti purushottame. The translation of this. See? Just as the water of Ganges flow naturally down towards the ocean, such devotional ecstasy, uninterrupted by any material condition, flows towards the Supreme Lord. Here that verse 3:29. So, okay, I guess we have to stop here.
Hare Krishna.